Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and to be clear, Kindred, nothing confirmed, and you also didn't hear anything from me. We will see. Alrighty, so, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the HeroesCCL, presented by Roll20, and casted using the co-streamer program by your boy, it's me. I'm never saying that again. That does not suit my personality at all. Oh dear. Unless, of course, you spelled boy B-O-I, in which case, maybe it does. Who knows? Either way, we are back and ready to head into series number 2, which, in case you have forgotten, then we are jumping into Chili Mountain versus 30k. Very exciting. Excuse me, as I nearly choked to death. One of these teams will escape from the bounds that are the bottom of the board. 30k currently 0-2, 2-6, taking a single map in both of the series they have played so far. Those series are against very difficult teams, to be fair. 30k taking a map off of crowd control, and then taking 2 maps, in fact, off, one map off of Oxygen, aka 2 of the currently top teams there is in the CCL. So seeing that isn't too surprising that they've been able to take some maps off there, because 30k are a good team. They've just been kind of unlucky, which is why they're currently in second, because that's how it is. They are in second purely because they have faced the top 2 teams. 30k have played very well, and I think that them being in this position is quite surprising. But they're going to have their chance to make it up when they go up against Chili Mountain, who have unfortunately had a slightly rougher path against some against some good teams. They have had to play against Oxygen in week number 1, the current top team, where they were 3-0'd, and then they played against Simplicity, the team we just saw take out Granite Gaming, where they got 3-0'd. Will Chili Mountain be able to take a map? Will they be able to take a series? That would be an upset. I will be honest, 30k, one of the top teams right now, made it to the finals of the Icebreaker tournament. And they're now in a position where they can try and keep Chili Mountain at the bottom, or if Chili Mountain beat them, that will be a big upset and potentially the chance of the resurgence of Chili Mountain. Some changes have been made to the rosters of these 2 teams, one of which might even play into this matchup. Very exciting. Let's see how we go, because of course, Bergolt was traded away from Granite Gaming and picked up by Chili Mountain to make room for Chili Mountain. To make room for Bergolt. Chili Mountain traded the first draft pick, their first draft pick, and the first draft pick to 30k as they traded Fury. Let's find out if that was a mistake, and if they play him as we head in to game number 1. First off, I already mentioned, if you watched the Simplicity podcast that I showed up, on with host JinxieCat, you will see me talking about why 30k might have picked up Fury when they already had Masquerade. And I talked about exactly how there may be a strategy behind 30k picking a second tank player due to the difference in playstyles. And I predicted that Fury will play next week, but Masquerade will play this week. And it looks like I am correct, with Masquerade gonna be popping in for this series. Chili Mountain have first pick and first ban. They've already removed Cassia and Abathur. It's Towers of Doom, so removing the Abathur, removing that Global Soak. Of course, Hasu is a very scary Abathur player. Very sensible indeed. And Medivh. Also very sensible ban here. Chili Mountain, are they using their new player? Yes, they are. Chili Mountain, of course, trading out Fury. They picked up Bergolt, so they have their player from Granite now. So a new team for them. They're going to first pick the Brightwing away from BBJ. Dark Chimera picking that up. So, Chili Mountain, new team, new tank. Is that going to be enough to put them into this series to allow them to begin to step up and take some maps? For now, Masquerade gets JOHANNA, and we're going to see Junkrat coming in for Hasuobs. Sixth player, of course, for Chili Mountain is, of course, Mysticles, who will not be playing here today. They're running with their main roster, Maka, team captain, CPX, Dark Chimera, Dark Mok, and in this case, they're bringing in the new tank player, meaning that Maka doesn't have to sub in for the tank anymore like he did have to last week, and he is playing as Bergot will make his way in. Maka playing ranged as he picks up the Raider, and Bergot bringing in the Tyrael for Chili Mountain. Excuse me, indeed. Chili Mountain with the Tyrael. What's their history with that? It looks like this is their first Tyrael play that we have seen from Chili Mountain. We're going to see that Tracer banned away. That's quite sensible. Tracer, when there's a Tyrael Brightwing on the board, is a very sensible pick because the Tracer is able to get that little bit of extra sustain thanks to the power of that extra Tyrael shielding. Very smart. But if we really want to have a look at Bergot here, we can have a look at week number 1, where they played for Granite Gaming, where there wasn't a Tyrael that showed up there, but it's still interesting to look to see if we get any knowledge from that. Zeratul going to be removed here with Zeratul Junkrat. It's a classic combo that could cause some serious grief. You see D.Va coming in for Ty. Oh, sorry, for Liam. There we go. I misread it. I was looking at my smaller monitor. But we got it. We have D.Va on the board. And Deckard Cain coming in for BBJ. They want to be able to set up the second that sleep comes out, that sanctification comes out, they want to make sure that they have the reaction to it. When the sanctification expires, they drop the stay a while and listen. That sets them up for the counter engage. It's a very sensible style here. Chili Mountain now. Tracer has been removed. Oh boy. Tjord Hillindholm. Thank you very much for the follow. Going to be seeing Sylvanas, very strong assassin here. Really proud of CPX for expanding that hero pool. And Yarel coming in for Dark Mok, someone who can really sustain against D.Va and keep the lanes pushing while still double soaking. Yarel, pretty freaking good. Ty now, ranged assassin, needs a hyper carry. Cassie is removed, Sylv is stolen. HANZO might be the option here. I'm going to go with Li Ming, going for the reset style here. Junkrat weakens him out. Li Ming finishes the job. Let's see what they can do with this as we prepare for game number 1. Chili Mountain, solid looking draft. I'm really liking this Tyrael. The double holy front line, we can call that, with Tyrael and Yarel to try and zone people out there. Deckard is a scary one though. Someone in chat mentioned that there's the anti-heal potential if Deckard decides to go for the Emerald build, which would be Ruby, which would be a Sapphire, Potions of Shielding Emerald. We can see a little bit of adjustment to that. The question is whether they want to go maybe a little bit more for the Ruby build to help D.Va out a little bit more by going, which would be the... I can never remember the Spell Power Scroll of Sealing talent. What is that talent called? Don't remember. But either way, going for that and then for Ruby and then for something like Canai's Cube or something similar. They can also just pick up Canai's Cube at any point if they're more scared of damage output, which with Sylv on the board is pretty hard to deal with. In terms of interruption onto the objective, very much in favor of 30k. Having that Junkrat very heavily delays the objective and gives them a lot of time, but that global soak of Brightwing is going to be a bit of a problem that they will have to deal with and match. Solid draft. This is one of the my favorite drafts Chili Mountain have done. Let's see if it's enough to bring them into the win columns as Chili Mountain are on the left-hand side. CPX Sylv, Dark Mok, Yarel, Maka Raider. Oh, I just realized what I said there. Also, the camera jumped away because I can't control it. HANZO on that Junkrat Masquerade on JOHANNA. Liam on the D.Va. Ty playing on the Li Ming. And we see BBJ busting out the Deckard Cain. Bergot's playing that Tyrael. Dark Chimera is going to be playing on that Brightwing, the people I missed on the side of Chili Mountain. Starting off talents-wise, percentage damage coming in from CPX on that Sylv. Leaning a little bit more to that way. The single target burst style, this may lead into a mind control, which has really become very popular these days. Being able to pick people off that way is very smart. Their build, though, might be a little more focused on team fight style, so this might just be a way to deal with JOHANNA, because they don't really have one otherwise until very late game with Raider. We see Chimera backing up, playing safe. Urel yet to pick level 1. There we go. It is Dauntless. That would have surprised me if they didn't, although they could have gone for extra healing, but it would have been disrupted by JOHANNA. Dauntless is the safer talent to keep that sustain going. Condemn pulls them in. Masquerade tanking through. Concussion Mine sends Marker a little bit into a defensive position. He takes quite a bit of damage from the camp, actually. Not microing that as Bergolt gets his mount interrupted by the orbs coming in. This is good play so far by Ty, who's really keeping the pressure onto the members of Chili Mountain. So, we see D.Va making their way back to top. It's a full metal, by the way. Nothing too out of the ordinary there. So the overwhelming affliction for that Sylvanas already coming into play. Flanks round, tries to focus onto Haswell's. Bergolt barely survives there. Gets out of danger. Liam, mech's been popped. Darkbox with Chimera comes in for the engage. They're going to try and take out D.Va early. Medallion has been used over the wall. Liam, he lives. Darkbox is trying to escape here. Liam backs up. He will survive. Darkbox is trying to get out of here. Condemn holds him still, but his team is there to save the day. What an outplay. Hasselhoff saving the day there. Charge shots coming in for Li Ming. A little bit of extra auto attack damage. Unstable poison quickly deleting minion waves, allowing Sylph to rotate the map quicker, keep the team sustained. Bound by Law for Bergolt. That is the main talent you have to take when you have a Tyrael tank. Otherwise, you just don't have any locks out at all. That big slow does help. Potion of Shielding. We will see a Sapphire Shielding. And the question is whether it will be Canized or Emerald. Most likely Emerald here. Time it well against the Brightwing. It's called in chat. Sends Exposed for Masquerade here, giving them a great bit of sustain. Bergolt dodges the pain. Marker gets chunked quite a bit. Trade 1-for-1 up in top lane. Chimera trading with BBJ. Sorry, not BBJ, as we do see the defensive play. Marker zoned out. Hasu dropped a little low there, taking quite a few hits. Self-destruct already burned, nothing to be landed. This objective still not been taken. Being zoned out very nicely. Ty. Shot comes in, channels, CPX. Trying to find the angle to really get onto Masquerade, really get that overwhelming affliction damage out. You can see a big chunk there. It is the Emerald. Get on the point coming in for D.Va. Protect the team, keep them mobile, and of course, rotate the map fast. Allows them to double soak very quickly. Liam is demounted though. Poison is acquired. Potion just missing, not there in time. And we will see Liam taken out. This altar still not taken, still being delayed as Calamity is picked up by Ty. Chattering Teeth. Baited out by Dark Chimera. Masquerade is literally baiting. Interrupted during his B-step, though, to really taunt them out. Bergolt tries to channel in, but Ty will make it in time. Swear for Retribution, of course. Sylv. There's two builds you can run with this. You can go with the highest DPS build, which with the Overwhelming Affliction, where you pick Overwhelming Affliction and then go for this Lost Soul, or you can go for the highest burst build, which is the Festering Wounds build, where you guarantee your percentage damage comes in as quick as possible. Extra duration on the blind for Masquerade, who's trying to set up and really punish out that Raider Sylv, who are both very focused on an auto-attack styling here. Siege camps pushing against each other in the bot lane. Advantage in favor of Chili Mountain as their minion wave has survived. Masquerade trying to shut down that advantage by stepping in. Grenades coming in. Good block by Ty, but Chimera cancelled his own channel. A little scared. Masquerade steps up. Scroll of Sealing. Very effective. Keeping everyone zoned for now. Stream is frozen. That happens. Sorry, that's the clean feed. We have to deal with what we have. Ty. Channeling in. Irel is soaking the top lane, keeping the experience going. Maka eats an orb, taking a little bit of damage. There's a long delay right now, but XP is being held pretty even. As both teams have a lot of delays. Finds a steel trap hidden in the bush. HANZO able to set up that kill onto Maka, and finally we see 30k finding their first kill of the game. After 6 minutes on the first objective and level 10 being acquired by both teams, we do see the mind control. We called this earlier. Steel trap perfectly done with the concussion mine. And Bergalt caught in the scroller ceiling. Teleports out, zoned by the sleep. And the damage output is just not enough. Blink heal, keeping Bergalt healed up. Double digits below 20 there. Dharma comes in. Mind control. Medallion. HANZO tanks through there. Very good disengage. In the meantime, Liam soaking up top. Dartmoor coming down here means they missed a little bit of XP. They were trying to find the counter kill, but again, fantastic medallion by HANZO here. However, that's still a 280-second cooldown now before that medallion is back again. Great steel traps by HANZO though. They've set up multiple potential kills. One guaranteed, one real close. Top lane, not much happenings up there. They're just clearing out. Bergalt takes a little bit of damage. Nothing too much though. He's doing what he should be doing, taking shots for his team. Siege camp started by Chilly Mountain, not by 30k. They are instead trying to soak their own experience. Just soaking the minion waves here, clearing out the work that was done in mid lane. Masquerade grabbing the XP from that. HANZO, BBJ, and Tai start their own siege camp. Theirs taking a little later here, meaning they will be able to they are going to try and intend to clear Chilly Mountain's camp and then use theirs to help them with this objective. You can also see the difference in timing. Chilly Mountain's camp goes in before the minion wave. 30k's comes in after. Timed more defensively by 30k. Chimera begins to channel. Will be interrupted. Just being traded back and forth. BBJ trying to channel Chimera. We'll get the interruption. He didn't go for the extra range with the dream shot. Self-destruct being burned. CPX hit by it. Can Liam get to him? Self-destruct! It's not enough. The phase shift comes in and Liam has been baited. Marker dies on the other side of the map though on the objective, and that will be bottom channel going over to 30k. Self-destruct, the Riptide, sorry, being burned on this middle point as BBJ trying to make this a 2-for-0 in favor of 30k. 1 kill for 1 right now. Grenades come in. Steel trap lands with Sticky Wicket, silencing out Darkbot and not allowing him to escape. Prevents him from using that Hand of Freedom on himself. Good to go. Level 13 advantage. Tai from over the wall. Gets hit by Darkbot. Darkbot forced to back away. Emerald burned onto him. Big Arcade Orb from Tai, who set that up with the Wave of Force. Able to get a good amount of damage. Here comes Maka from above. Tai teleports away. Gets a potion of shielding. Mind control onto Masquerade, but Masquerade tanks it. Not in too much trouble yet. Sword of Justice from Bergalt's going to really allow him to try and set these fights up. Gets rooted, gets silenced, gets stunned and pulled in. Brutal kill onto Bergalt, who was just trying to activate one of those traps with that Sword of Justice. But the Sticky Wicket silence was beautifully followed up on by 30k, who look for CPX now, who will escape. Marker, not so lucky though. He cannot teleport like Sylv can. And yet another ridiculously long objective. We're going to see 30k channel that in, and they go up 36 to 24. Nicely done. Blasting their way through. We see with the level 13 on the board. Chimera going for a spell shield. Getting a little bit of extra pixie dust burst protection. Mind control from over the wall. Finds BBJ, but countered. CPX sent it to the distance. Riptide onto the point. Zag blocks it perfectly. Beautifully done by Bergalt. Ancient Blessings is dropped though. Here comes the turnaround as Dartmouth goes deep. Big stun, bless shield, turnaround, goodbye. 30k with the turnaround. Great setup. Multiple members stunned by Chilly Mountain, but the damage dealers were too far back to follow up. And as such, We see 30k with the Ancient Blessings and a massive CC with the Blessed Shield. They turn that round, and Calamity picks up multiple kills. Ancient Blessings, pretty good for burst. There are upper times stake on that level, but in this case, Ancient Blessings is the usual pick. Excuse me, as we do see Steel Trap is blocked. Siege onto this bottom bell tower. This is, of course, the priority. You control bottom bell tower. That's a potential 6 core damage at any point if you go for a protected push or you get a team wipe. If you can control bot, you control more map pressure than any other lane in the game on any map. Diverting power picked up by D.Va. Leaving, of course, Tai, currently top of the damage. Tai, one of the deadliest assassins in Europe, now showing his power when it comes to the international stage. They push the way forward. Blessed Shield pulls in. Sleep. Burst. Goodbye, Chimera. Riptire waiting until Tai had his Calamity back to guarantee the kill. That's going to be the bell tower taken out. Double altars up in top lane. They weren't even able to sneak that while that push happened because Liam is still up there doing his job. Liam is holding the line, and 30k. They rush their way top. Steel traps to zone. They are going for the double cap. This is 10 shots onto the core of Chili Mountain, and that will bring them down to 14. They'll channel their own side, and immediately the rest of the team, knowing that Liam will not be contested here, they rush bot. They're going to defend that bell tower and keep themselves in it. Missiles come out. CPX dodges it away. Bergelt. Sword of Justice is back here, which will mean if he teleports back in, he will be steel trapped. Hasu predicting just in case. It would be incredibly silly for Bergelt to do such a thing, but he played it safe. Endless nades now for Hasu. So much pressure. Mirror Ball, we already talked about the diverting power for the D.Va. The Herodric Staff coming in for Decade, or as I like to call it, the Stick of Bonk. Gives him that little bit of extra CC for when your Rel comes into the backline, and maybe a way to interrupt Sanctification if they time it well. Phase Out coming in for Brightwing. No Critterize. Going with trying to pick up a way that they can dodge out Riptire. Very interesting to see here. Lane's being cleared up very fast. Unstable Poison really giving them some freedom. They use the Banshee to tank the Steel Trap here, but it does die. Now they begin to push in. Riptire, Condemn, Big Burst, Sanct shuts it down, but all 3 Sappers, because all of the targets were removed due to Sanctification. All of the Sappers make their way in. Very interesting to see here as CPX, stunned out, will escape. Gets his Haunting Wave off. Let's have a quick look at that play once again. Beautiful play here by 30k, forcing out the Sanct. You can see they force him into one choke point. The Sanct is gonna have to be used here. Shokunabu, thank you very much. They're trying to deal with this Sapper camp as quick as they can, but they're forced to group, and Chimera is too far back. The Riptire is timed perfectly, and because Chimera was too far back, no bodies were available. And as such, no one was able to stop those shots from making their way in, because Sank makes you intargetable, meaning Sappers ignore you and just walk forward. Bottom altar now available. Beltar still in favor of 30k. They move forward. Polymorph onto Masquerade, who forces his way forward, looking for CPX. Big Blessed Shield onto the backline. No one in position, but Chimera is forced to back away. He's very zoned out. Mind control onto Liam. That Calamity by Tai takes out Dark Chimera. They push forward to chase in, but they cannot find the other kill. Roller ceiling. Looks for it. Oh, they did catch Bergalt, but no follow-up kill. Junkrat channels in. They prevent Marker from finishing off that bell tower in the bot lane. And we will see the confirmation. 30k, bringing that core down to 6. Stay a while and listen was attempted to try. The pings. The Stay a while and listen was attempted to try and guarantee that Marker kill. And that could have been a good position to set themselves up with a staggered death to try and end the game. CPX sneaking a Merc camp, trying to get some counter pressure on the map while his team is dead. 8 seconds for bottom Sappers on Chili Mountain's side. But let's just call it 30k's side, because the entire bottom of the map is their side. We see a 3-man push into the top lane. They're going to try and get that counter bell tower. trying to get themselves some counter value to get a better opportunity onto the map. Zappers will not be going onto the core, though. It is 36-6 right now in favor of 30k. They just grabbed some Zappers. They could bring that down to 3, which would make Boss lethal if they could. Steel Trap baited into the death zone. Pulled as far away as possible by Bergolt. Oh, it's not being pulled very well. It's all here. Just going to end up hitting Dark Chimera. There's the go for Dark Chimera. Bless Shield. Focus. Chimera. He's able to phase out. Grenades come in. They don't finish him. Zank is burnt. This is bad for 30k. They pull back, holding the line. Stay a while to buy them time. Down goes Bergolt, turning around as we see Yorel forced to the ground. There's the kill onto Maka. And they look for Dark Chimera. The camp is gone, so no core damage. Only one made it in as CPX is killed off. 3 for 0. Next camp is not up, but it does not matter. They don't need that for lethal. They have 3 ulters available and only 2 members to stop them on Chili Mountain. That will be 30k able to channel these in. We see one person already on bot. JOHANNA Masquerade is already on top, and no one will make it there in time, especially if HeroesCCL can delay. Concussion Mine is set, and that is GG. Game number 1 goes over to 30k. 30k setting themselves up to take that game number 1. Nicely done by them. 2 games away from taking the series. A 3-0 would be the score if this was the case. However, Chili Mountain, plenty of time to make their way back into this. Let's see what they could do. As we see the talents and the stats. Wait, Hot Guy Equipment? Wasn't that the name of one of the Korean players from the Chili Mountain tournament I cast a little bit ago? Hello, great name. If you are that same player, how you doing? Great name. 30k lost a single shrine the whole game, indeed, and it was during the first altar rotation where it was the simple 1-for-1 trade when they were on even levels. 2 kills to 12 at the end there. Only talents that are out of the ordinary here are the extra duration on the blind by Masquerade, the get on the point by Liam to give his team faster rotations around the map and let him double soak, and the charge shots coming in from Ty, giving himself a little bit of extra team fight damage in general. Stole it from the countercast. Gotcha. Well, fantastic name. Good choice. Love it. Tower Shah's elements for Ty at the end there for finishing off burst. Timing attacks for that level 20 in the end. Alrighty. So, we're going to be getting ready for game number 2 very shortly, as right now we are seeing a solid lead coming out for 30k, looking very convincing in that first game of the series. If we have a look at some of their statistics, Hasu's Junkrat is proving to be a pretty severe problem right now. It's only 50-50 in terms of win rates, but some of the disruption it has added in these games, especially this one, is very good. You're not a fan of towers. I can understand why it's a hard map, and I do think that teams being able to run in and just win the game is a cool factor of the game, and this map not having that is a little weird. I like it because it leads to some of the most hype games all of the time. So I am a fan. I am quite a big fan of Towers of Doom, so I am good. Find a problem with it at your level. That's understandable. I am not a fan of a... Excuse me. What map was it? I'm trying to think. Which map do I struggle with? I struggle with Battlefield. I don't know why. It just doesn't click for me like some of the other maps do. It's very interesting. Oh yeah, it's great to watch. That's what I'll definitely give for Towers of Doom. It's one of my favorite maps to watch. It's definitely one of the most entertaining there. Well, either way, 30k. They were before this series 50-50 on Towers of Doom. They are now at a 66.66 etc% win ratio, as they are now 3 and... Wait, no, that's not right. Maths is hard. They are 3-2. What percentage is that? I don't know. Maths is hard. I can't do maths. No one asked me to do maths. It's not happening. Alrighty then. So, other maps. Let's have a look at Chili Mountain. They are probably going to pick first pick, so that wouldn't be too surprising here. So 30k, map-wise, they have mostly leaned on Volskaya, they've leaned on BOE, they've leaned on Infernal. These are the maps they have leaned on the most. Let's see where they've leaned when they have been coming from behind. So, when they lost to Oxygen, they took Oxygen to Hanamura. That's where they took Oxygen last time. When they played against Crowd Control, when they lost to crowd control, they took them to Sky Temple and then BOE. Those are the maps that they took them to. Alright. Oh, and Oxygen, they also took Oxygen to Volskaya Foundry. This is one of their top played maps, so 30k. I wouldn't be surprised if they take us to Volskaya, especially as most of their wins total so far appears to be Red Team banned Volskaya. Thank you, Potato Girl. I don't get that info. The clean feed doesn't tell me which team banned what map. I don't get told anything on that. There's so little info that we get here. It's always one of the highlight reels. Hell yeah. Thank you, Potato Girl. Very appreciated. Volskaya is probably the most boring map. Well, 30k like it, but I guess they won't play it this time. A lot of their wins have come from Volskaya Foundry. Oh, big stretch. Have come from Volskaya Foundry, and they've come from Infernal Shrines, where they've leaned very heavily on the Deathwing ranged assassin. Dragonshire, Garden of Terror, BOE Sky Temple is still up. Okay, Sky Temple, I think, might be the map that they play. Thank you, Potato Girl. Very appreciated. Dragonshire, I don't think 30k would take them to Dragonshire. They've played it 2 times, but they've never taken anyone there, I don't think. Not that I can tell. So I think it's going to be Infernal Shrine, so I am wrong. Sky Temple was still up, but they have chosen to take us to Infernal Shrines. This will be map number 2, chosen, of course, by 30k, as Chilly Mountain will be opting for first pick. Unless I'm about to be rather bamboozled, yes. Nope, all good. Alrighty, let's go. Infernal Shrines, another great Deathwing map for 30k, and again, most of their wins have actually come from Deathwing ranged assassins. Feels good. Oh, and they'd already picked Shrines. Potato Girl with the info. As we see the Cassia band out, there goes the Chromie. It's one of the heroes that CPX can really capitalize on very well, and that's what they seem to be doing. 30k, targeting that hero pool of CPX here. Yep, that's fair. Hasu's Junkrat gets banned away. Now 30k, they kind of have to ban the Medivh. Did 30k play Medivh? Let's have a look. I don't know if they've shown it yet. They have. Chilly Mountain have played Medivh once during the Icebreaker Cup. They haven't played it during main season, so we know they do play Medivh, so there we go. The second Medivh is in play. If there's a Medivh in the game and you are first pick, it will be banned against you. There goes JOHANNA coming in quite early for Bergolt this time. It was played beautifully by Masquerade last time, so Bergolt's going to be stealing that away. 30k now. They get their priority. What do we see them go for? If we see Leo appear in this draft, there's a good chance they're going for the Deathwing Ranged Assassin. There's that LEORIC, and they get the Brightwing. That Deathwing Ranged Assassin is now very on the cards for 30k. They love it on this map. It's almost predictable the way they like to play that. They pick LEORIC first because he's never a bad offlaner choice. Chilly Mountain now get, in theory, like the choice of better offlaners, but no one hard beats LEORIC. No one hyper beats LEORIC. It's a safe choice. LEORIC is great on the map. Fantastic for zoning. They're going to pick up Uther and Vala. Here we go. They're giving us a little bit of hyper carry style. Vala, of course, the hyper carry champion hero, able to murder through multiple members and can pick Manticore, which if we do see that ranged assassin Deathwing, can really eat through that health very quickly. I love it. Really smart pick, but the problem is they're showing it early, meaning that 30k can absolutely react to this quickly. There's the Ariel ban. Uther Ariel is a double healer composition that we see with Vala quite a lot, with Uther being run as an offlaner. And you just swap it onto it. Dark Monk would very easily be able to play Uther. Ooh, random talking stuff. Vala is one of the highest DPS hyper carries in the game. Sylv and Cassia are up there too, but Vala has a little bit better AoE damage, while Sylv is a better kill potential hero. Both have the value. However, they picked it quite early. Smart. There we go. Chilly Mountain have done their research. 30k losing that Deathwing potential. That will be removed. Deathwing would still be good here. Even with Valor on the board, the opportunity for JOHANNA and Uther to be there with having a hero that just cannot be stunned would be very hard to deal with. So they just remove that from the board, take it out of play. So 30k now. Deathwing is removed. You got a Valor on the board with an Uther support. You gotta kill off that Valor. They get HANZO, very long range, very high damage output, and Diablo, big dive. Force Uther to burn out those abilities quickly, and then they can try and kill off Valor. They'll need a second damage dealer. This will be a Lightning Breath Diablo build to try and follow up on Valor. It's a good idea. Let's see what Chili Mountain finish off with. They didn't offlaner. They go for Malthael, and it is going to be a double support. Going with double support Valor with Anna being the second support. Interestingly enough, though, that does mean CPX playing the Anna. Chimera will stay on Uther. Unless they swap here, but it's Darkmok still on Malthael. I expected Darkmok to be playing the second support here. Now 30k. Let's see what they go for. The Falstad. If we can't kill it, we disengage from it. Smart plan. That's still a lot of damage output, and in theory, there was an old style. So I'm about to tell you guys a story from HGC China. HGC China, when HANZO became the meta, and HANZO was super overtuned. We're talking massively busted when he was the best hero in the game. Their way to counter it was picking Judgment and Hinterland Blast. So there is a way that they can just go for a burst there, but unfortunately, despite the hype that that would give to kill off Valor, the likelihood is it would get Divine Shielded, so the more sensible choice here is to Entomb Gust. So you entomb someone in to trap them away from the rest of the team, gust the rest of the team away, and it doesn't matter if they're Divine Shielded, they're not being able to retreat to their team. You wait for that Divine Shield to expire, you turn and you kill the Entomb target because they are isolated and cannot be defended. It's a smart, very old style draft. Very old style, in fact, all the way back to Na'Vi, I think, one of the first teams to start playing that. Them and DK were some of the first teams to really start capitalizing on that particular strategy. So, we're heading in to game number 2 of this best of 5 series, ladies and gentlemen. On the left-hand side, it shall be Chili Mountain with CPX on Uther. We see Maka on Vala, Chimera on Anna, Bergolt on the JOHANNA, and Darkmok will be playing the Malthael. On the right, 30k with Hasuorbs on Falstad, BBJ on the Brightwing, Ty playing the HANZO, Liam going to be playing that LEORIC, and Masquerade will be busting out the Diablo. Cool strat. Very effective, never has really been a bad choice, so we see them coming in with this. Interesting to see, it's very interesting to see CPX on the Uther. Let's see how well he can execute it. He's going for a Silver Touch, so he's going for a long-range Holy Shock style. Mene has been coaching. Mene has been coaching 30k. That's a good choice. He really suits their playstyle. I like that a lot. Very much a fan. Sometimes they do. Quite a few. Hasu does. This is just not a great map for it. Darkmok ganked, isolated, and he will be killed. There's no way out for him. He will be slain. And they even rotate back to top lane to get the soak going. Absolutely beautiful. Nicely done. However, Hasu finds himself a little bit far up, but they're just looking for a second kill. Masquerade, he was thinking about going over the wall, but he couldn't get to CPX. CPX will be let go. They clear out the lanes. They're soaking. They're leaving. Right now, it's HANZO in the bot lane. Ty is soaking solo, while they 4-man rotated to bully the offlane, to bully Darkmok. 30k, putting on a solid performance right now. Already achieving first blood, very nearly second blood, getting their siege camp. We'll immediately see the reaction coming out from Maka to grab that Vala, to push in to grab their own siege camp. So yeah, sorry, which team has Mena been coaching? 30k or Chili Mountain? As we see the focus onto Masquerade. Focus down, good blink heal with the phase shift to keep Masquerade alive. They still want that bruiser camp, but they're a bit zoned out for now. Unable to find the perfect angle. They step up, level 4 advantage. They'll be able to make the play there, and this will likely just guarantee them the siege camp, as we will see the backup coming out of Chili Mountain. Level 4 just around the corner for them, actually. 30k as better of a coach. Okay, I thought it might be. Like I said, I thought it might be from the playstyle. CPX stunning out Masquerade. The healing output, very hard to deal with. Maka rolls through, and you can see that Valor burst coming into play. Able to pick up punishment now. This is going to get very scary. That double heal. Valor is, as I said, one of the highest damage hyper carries in the game. If she's uncontested. Problem is, she's made of wet paper. She's very easy to kill, which is why a double support is 100% needed when you are running a Valor, or at least someone who can fill in that double support role with a little bit of extra sustain, aka a Tyrael, for example, might be a solid option. A Zarya could also fill in that second support role. Tass used to be the main one, but no longer. Death's Reach coming in for the Malthael. Give himself a little bit of extra poke damage to help deal with that LEORIC. BBJ starts the camp. Not a bribe wing, by the way, so we're going to be doing that solo. Finally, the rest of the team's coming in. They're going to just try and steal this away. Been rumbled. CPX definitely going to be able to spot that bribe Stad. Able to pick that up, as they have gone for a little bit of bribe and some hammer gains at level 4. A little bit of extra sustain there. In the meantime, though, they are giving up the objective. Winning everything on the map. The Protector, though, Punisher, sorry, not needed. They choose to ignore it. Interesting Diablo build, going for cruelty, but also still taking the Firestomp talent at level 4. Little interesting mix and match of talents. This may be used to combo, as this is Diabolical Momentum, sorry, to get cooldown reduction in CC. There is a talent you can take that obviously gives you cooldown reduction on your Firestomp, resets it when you use Overpower. See if that works out. See if that's the plan they go for. Masquerade, topped up. This does mean Diablo will not have Eternal Flame here. Oh no, that's the reset talent. So yeah, he's got Soul to the Flame for a little bit of extra healing, but less cooldown reduction. Let's see how they play this. Going to be an interesting talent build. Curious to see what they do with it. Shots coming in, traded back and forth. Darmok rotating with the team for a little bit here, trying to make some plays onto the point. The clear onto the Punisher was very effective for 30k, which makes it very dangerous. The fact that Chili Mountain put all their eggs in that basket, losing every mercenary camp, but weren't able to make anything happen from it. HANZO has been split, soaking in a port back, so he has no mana. Has to let that go. Have the anti-healing from Malthael. Going to keep his team sustained. Quick charge onto Bergolt. Bergolt survives, tanks through. A little bit of damage traded back and forth, but not enough. Arsenal for Valor. There is an argument on this map to swap the build around a little bit. Normally this is the hyper carry build of Arsenal at level 7, but there is an argument for Death Dealer because it gives you a quick reset on Shrine minions, which helps you on Shrine clear as it refunds your mana cost if you kill the target you hit with your crit auto, increases the crit damage to make it better for single target burst, and in theory if you get the resets, it's a great disengage tool onto the Shrine minions. However, instead we are going with the Arsenal because it's better for AoE, and that's what they need. They need the AoE damage because that's all they have. Going to focus onto Masquerade here. HANZO with Bullseye and the single target burst build. All focused on single kills. He's still gone Dragon Strike though. That is really weird. That is really weird. The cooldown reduction is also true. Fair enough. The Dragon Strike without any of the talents that would give it cooldown reduction at level 20 is very strange. He's just going to be using it for zoning. But he has Diablo and LEORIC, and they picked APOC. It's just the damage output. They're just going to trust the rest of the team to crowd control and just use Dragon Strike to kill. That's the plan. That's the only logic behind this. And I guess it makes sense, because they would be missing a little bit of AoE damage if they hadn't. Entomb, Divine Shield, turn around CPX. They burnt a 90-second cooldown ability, though, in exchange for a 40-second one. Overall, pretty value. Pretty solid for 30k there. 2 minutes souls, by the way, plus nano boost equals pain. And of course, nano boost with Valor, you immediately see Strafe picked up. That damage output is ridiculous. We might even see Seething Hatred on level 16 for Valor to maximize DPS. That would not surprise me. Chimera, a little bit of percentage damage onto Masquerade. BBJ comes in, tops him up. They try to push forward bit by bit. Bergalt with cooldown reduction onto that Condemn. Really trying to bully on the objective here. There's that Dragon Strike. Dropping his EPX very low. He will be sniped. Good sleep dart. 3 members, though. It's a lot of percentage damage being done to everyone. Because that was a 4-man, actually. Someone was hidden under someone else. Entomb onto 1 member. Finds no one. Gust has to be used. They don't get the isolation. 2 minutes souls has been used. Strafe is still available. They've already burned the nano boost. There's the Strafe. Guarantees the point, doesn't find any kills. 1 kill for a Punisher in favor of Chili Mountain. Punisher spends a little bit of time. That's going to slow down 30k's rotations. But they already have Leo, who is double soaking already, ghosting his way around the map. For now, he's just chilling in mid lane, seeing how many people show up. Too many for him to deal with, so he's heading top. They begin to clear out this Punisher, keep the extra sustain going. Keep their safety. It is a falling sword, by the way. Very dive-heavy composition from Chili Mountain. Just relying on both the healers to heal the Valor and let JOHANNA dive in, set up the kills. That was a big dive onto Liam there, diving right onto the backline. Sleep Dart not landing. Teleport in from BBJ, but they can't chase further. CPX, the CC, a little bit too scary, and now with well met on the board. Here's the Gloom. Standard talent for Valor. Marker trades shots onto Masquerade for now. Liam will be respawning soon, and he will have Entomb. Asu from over the wall. Dropping Bergalt low. There's the Entomb and Falling Sword. Exactly what was called by chat. Falling Sword used as the escape tool. Inevitable end coming in for Malthael, giving himself the way to escape these kind of CC chains as well. And the game continues. XP, pretty even overall. 2 objectives in a row have been lost by 30k. You see them begin to clear up. Grabbing themselves some extra soak. Maka and Chimera very easily able to deal with the siege camp. Nicely done. They clear their way through that very easily. It's a slow game. A fight's only really happening on objectives or if someone is caught out of position. Right now, everyone's rotating quite safely. We're not going to see too much explosive happen for a bit, although BBJ will be forced to back away from the minion globes. No experience for you. Malthael trying to assert solo lane dominance. BBJ, of course, is up here because he is a global hero. Doesn't matter that he's a little Brightwing, he has global. Liam does not, therefore he soaks. Going to be seeing Darkmox starting onto that Bruiser camp for his team as mid lane trades back and forth. And Liam, soak in the bot lane, forces CPX to back up a bit. But right now, CPX trading up against Liam. Only 62 stacks right now. Off that silver touch. Masquerade just short of making it onto the point. Chimera, the God sleep there. So close. So close. Let's watch that again. That was so close to that fight. Going to take us a little bit to get there because my replay time is quite long. We see the chase coming in. In the regular game, everything's looking good. So look how close he is to this charge. It ticks a bit, but then after he tries to overpower, he moves a smidgen back and isn't able to find it. In the meantime, in the main game, Malthael is getting ready to dive into the backline as people are looking quite low. Gust is used. They force the burnout. Blink heal begins to top everyone back up. Multi-shot doing a lot of damage. It's the Manticore coming in here to deal with Diablo. No Seething Hatred, no Frost Shots. Just want a way to deal with that tank. Liam. Ominous Wraith. Damage reduction. Takes a little bit of damage, but tanks through it due to the fact that, well, the damage was reduced. They move forward. Entomb and Dragon Strike still available. Malthael, he's in. Pollied immediately. There's the Divine Shield. Nano Boost used as well. Very little value gained. Immediately Liam coming in, but that strafe drops him low. Forced to back up. Great spread by Chili Mountain. Hyper carry Valor working well in their favor. They win the third objective of the game. 30k though, they're keeping up in experience, and in fact they're beginning to extend a little bit of a lead. But they are beginning to show a little bit of weakness. Their force getting lower and lower each time these Punishers are sent after them. Struggling as Chili Mountain continue to siege away, hitting them over and over again. They can't find these fight angles. And the first fort of the game will go over to Chili Mountain. Remember, Chili Mountain have yet to win a map in CCL. Could this be their first? Could this be their first map they have been able to gain? What can they do? There's the Entomb. Finds no one, but they got CPX. Killed him off before the Entomb even landed. Got him. Got him. Let's see what they can do. With Uther dead for another 30 seconds, 30k have space on the map. They're going to use it. Claim bot lane. No surprise there. No surprise that they will be picking that up. It's a lot of good value. Sleep Dart. Good. Onto Diablo. And again, they're able to cap the point. Good Fanaticism choice at level 16 as well. That gets Bergolt out of there very safely. Bergolt really looking good for this team. Chili Mountain looking the most solid they have. It's game number 2 going in their favor. But again, 30k, they're creeping ahead in experience. Despite losing every Punisher and a fort, they're ahead in experience. Their soaking has been so solid. And of course, that extra kill leaning in their favor. They're sneaking towards level 20. And when level 20 is on the board, Wind Tunnel is the potential endgame. Buried Alive is the potential endgame. They have 2 tools that could just eliminate Chili Mountain at any time. This is the strat of 30k, and they've done amazing to delay this long. They sneak forward. Sorry about the clean feed freezing again. Nothing I can do about it. Just a very slow game. Only 5 kills as we approach level 20 at 16 minutes by the looks of it. Good clear. Leo, again, playing very safe. Only soaking when they know it is safe to do so. 30k. They're playing this very slow, very methodically. They're not worried about taking any aggressive fights. We see 30k rotating up. Dartmok, he's entombed. This is their chance. They get another kill. Great scouting by 30k there. Chili Mountain will get a fort for it, but 30k will trade one as well. They will 100% get top here. That was their opportunity. Seeing Chili Mountain show up bot lane, they predict the rotation, they find it with Leo, and they capitalize, getting themselves 20. Half a level away for 30k. There's that Wind Tunnel, there's that Buried Alive, there's that Dragon Strike cooldown reduction, because why the hell not? Hellgate and Invisible Friends. Make their way forward, clearing out the lanes as best they can. Masquerade, perfectly invisible. He stood still for long enough that he is not even a shimmer. They do not know he is here. But Chili Mountain looks like they don't intend to engage. But the fact is, 30k don't need to hard engage this. Okay, Masquerade has moved. 30k are very willing just to let Chili Mountain push up top and get themselves their first Punisher, because they're the ones who can make the most happen with this. They're in fact going to start bot fort early. They want to take it out fast as they can. Invisible Friends gives a little bit of healing over time. Need to be careful who takes the aggro, though. HeroesCCL will be topped back up. Here comes their Punisher. Mortar Punisher here. Full port back from Chilly Mountain with their level 20s. Heaven's Fury. Upgraded Divine Shield with the Bulwark. Farflight Quiver. Malthael yet to pick. He can, of course, always quick pick Duncan Stop Death. Iron Skin. Use Dragon Strike. Split the team in half. Force CPX away from the team. And a Holy Shock the Punisher. They are creeping their way in, setting themselves up to see if 30k can get a keep or a second kill. Invisible Masquerade looks for the angle onto Bergalt, but Bergalt backs away. This keep will fall. Can they get more? Masquerade trying to set up. It looks like this will de-escalate. Keep is acquired. First Punisher that 30k get turns into a keep. They'll also get a fort, and they immediately take the lead. All 3 forts and a keep. 30k. It took a couple kills, a couple isolations, but they hold a strong lead now. Masquerade with the disengaging Shadow Charge. They back up. The Power Spike coming in here for HeroesCCL and, of course, for Liam. That Buried Alive, that Mighty Gust Wind Tunnel, those are the big talents that just end the game. They can pick up heroes so easily. Chilly Mountain, though, they are also very spiked. JOHANNA has a massive power spike with this Heaven's Fury. They have that Farflight Quiver, keeps Vala so safe and secured. And that Nano Infusion is going to allow Malthael to sustain through these fights. Insane. There's the Wing Tunnel, guarantees the camp. It's a short cooldown, might as well burn it. Only 60 seconds. Guarantees the camp, means they don't have to fight yet. They don't have Liam, it would be far too risky. You see Masquerade hunting invisibly, looking for a play, seeing if we can find anyone. Malthael still holding level 20, by the way. He could go for the extended Tormented Souls as well. These are the 2 talents might be waiting for. CPX, scouting, the Invisible Masquerade. Still looking, CPX sees it, reveals, didn't land his stun though. He's in trouble in the Entomb, CPX. CPX caught out of position. He tried to just quickly drop his Wave of Light and then stun Masquerade. Instead, he stepped out of his bush, losing vision on Masquerade, stepped back in, and by that point, Masquerade was alert. He quickly turned, and they set up a very easy kill onto CPX, who didn't take redemption. He will not be back, and his death guarantees this keep for 30k. That's going to be 30k pushing their way in. Down goes the keep. So they're going to begin to move their way along to that middle altar. The middle shrine available. HeroesCCL grabbing the experience globes on the way. Might as well. Mighty Gust back up. Entomb back up. Cooldowns are not really a problem for 30k. All of their engage is on a low cooldown. If they miss, they just try again. It's not an issue for them. 30k in a dominant position here. A very, very slow game for them, but now they have all the tools they need to just keep finding heroes. It all comes down to Chilly Mountain being able to get one last fight to win. In the meantime, HeroesCCL is literally pushing their core. HeroesCCL could just end the game by himself at this rate. Here's the Dragon Strike. HeroesCCL is actually pushing the core. HeroesCCL is ending the game. That will force the port back, but it's interrupted. Only 1 catapult here, about to be 2. Dartmock will finally be able to get his port back to base, but the second he returns, guess what? HeroesCCL's going to fly mid and join for the team fight, where they're going to win the team fight. This is a checkmate play coming in from 30k. Here comes Falstad flying mid. Falling Sword is dropped. They try to get the turnaround. There's the Unstoppable by HeroesCCL to make sure he wasn't punished by Maka. Now they just need to wait for the Entomb. Darkbox on the way. The strafe is burned. Liam moves in. Anti-damage is dropped. Nano Boost was burned. Falling Sword. They're stunning out Liam. That's pretty good. There's the Entomb. There's the Dragon Strike as they turn that round. Leo is traded out for Bergalt there. Very favorable trade for 30k. But the Punisher was actually taken by Chilly Mountain here. They do still win the objective. Catapults are on the course. Shield is about to fall. Ooh, it survives very barely. Minion wave to save the day. Darmok made it back. Chimera going to be forced to port. No, he'll actually wait. They're just going to let Darmok deal with it. In the meantime, HANZO is pushing in. Great medallion by BBJ. HANZO looks like he's going to port back, join his team for the defense. Dragon Strike to zone out again. Buys them a lot of time. Masquerade was seeing if anyone overstepped. Liam's already back. Still, they lose the front wall. The keep will survive. And they traded Bergolt for a Leo. It's always a favorable trade. They now have 5 for another 10 seconds. They're going to creep up. Masquerade revealed by CPX. This time lands the stun. BBJ teleports in. This camp will be stolen. They don't want the camp, though. They want CPX, who's going to hold. Delays out. Camp will be taken. Damage dealer's not there yet. Liam spooks in, sweeps the floor, and disappears. No replay. I didn't hit it in time. Sorry. Darmok still hasn't picked 20, by the way. He's still waiting. He hasn't needed it either way yet. They work their way through. Taking out that siege camp. Liam waiting to cap it. Closer it is to the objective, more of a distraction it causes for Chili Mountain. Chili Mountain are slowly losing, but they are having good team fights now. Again, that's that big spike for Bergolt. Getting that Heaven's Fury is really strong and will help them out a lot. They scout every bush, making sure they don't get caught out of position. Smashing their way through. Getting themselves their bruiser camp. On the other side, siege camp being taken by 30k. 30k, they were looking to have some real momentum there for a bit. But their momentum appears to have disappeared. So they find themselves a little bit in the patient zone again. Exactly where they were. Yeah, Malthael's still waiting. Darkbox seeing if he needs either the reset, if he's able to get a kill. If he's about to get a kill, he can quick pick the Tormented Souls upgrade and keep that going. Otherwise, he quick picks None Can Stop Death or Death Curtain if he needs a zoning tool. 3 talents he can pick here. Invisible BBJ takes the camp. No one was coming, but he lost vision of the enemy team. It was a bit too risky to wait. Bruiser still being guarded by the members of 30k. They've already captured it. They're just waiting for the time to set it loose on the members of Chili Mountain. Chili Mountain, they proceed to just clear lanes. They have no reason to take a fight with 30k yet. If they take a fight, they lose. They might as well just make sure that all the lanes are as pushed out as possible so they have less time. They have more time to not worry about catapults. They'll make their way back. See what they can do. Shot onto shot. CPX caught in the entomb again, buried alive. They get him again. Falling sword into the backline though. Ty trying to tank through. Darmok, Tormented Souls, but Wind Tunnel shuts it down. Darmok gets 0 value from that Tormented Souls. It's a 1-for-1 right now. Liam is caught off in the backline. Down goes Bergolt. The anti-healing from Liam is good. He's actually going to live this fight as well. Blink Heal keeps Liam alive. Entomb back in 26 seconds. It's a 2-for-0 as HANZO turns onto Darkmok, who is deleted. Dragon Strike takes out Chimera, and that just leaves the Hyper Carry marker. He's going to be focused down all alone. That is the 5th man, and that will be Chili Mountain losing that game. That goes over to 30k. Let's watch that fight again. You can see Liam with the Wraith Walk perfectly done. It's just the Hyper Carry squad and Darkmok left. Darkmok finds an angle. He tries to look for one last dive, but the second he's low, Masquerade finds the angle to pick him off. And with so much CC already coming out, they were able to pick up the kills. As we do see Chili Mountain having to fight their way back now from an 0-2 deficit. As we do see a solid win right now, looking in favor of 30k. A slow game. But they were very rarely in a situation where they looked like they were in real trouble outside of that mid push on keep. We have some statistics to show you all at home. You can see Maka, of course, topping the damage chart, but even as a hyper carry build, still didn't have as much damage as Ty. The tired Dragon Strike Q build, very weird, but easily enough damage to beat them out in the end. Found the perfect angles, they zoned. The composition of 30k made so much sense. It was all based around just setting up and allowing the team to do the job. The Dragon Strike, surprisingly effective. Really worked out with that spell power burst for single targets. And then Falstad controlling the positioning on the fight with Entomb. It's looking good. Right now, 30k looking very much like they're going to take a 3-0, but Chili Mountain, there's still potential. Remember, this is what the position they currently are before this series. Both of them in the 0-2 department in terms of series. 30k, if they win, they will get, if they win this next game, they will be 5-6, which will put them ahead of Sidestep Kings in terms of series. If Chili Mountain, they right now have to form an incredible comeback. They will be 3-6, which will put them behind Sidestep Kings, but ahead of 30k, because 30k will be 0-3. Chili Mountain right now, the biggest thing they are fighting for is to not be the 0-9 team. To not be the team that has yet to take a map in the Heroes Half CCL. Comes down to this. The main casters are probably going to be taking a quick break. I will be giving you statistics instead of that. But I hope you're all enjoying the show, ladies and gentlemen. I am Tetcher, your caster for the evening. If you are, maybe consider Tetcher. Fury is playing this game, and it's BOE. Oh, that's something mid-series. That's not what I expected. I expected them to swap mid. I expected them to swap. I expected them to swap into in between teams. I didn't expect them to swap mid-series. Thank you for the info, Potato Girl. That's interesting. That changes a bit. So that means that they are intending to... this already still fits in with the plan of play styles being different. Thank you for the follow, Hydrophobo. But it's different to what I expected. I didn't expect them to swap mid-series. This is a Fury-favored map, I think. But Masquerade could very easily still play Diablo here. Either way. Either way, 30k right now, one game away from taking victory. If you're enjoying the stream, though, ladies and gentlemen, as a reminder, you can support it by dropping a donation via bits or a donation link below the stream via Streamlabs or via subscribing, which is always welcome. We are at, right now, hang on, 80 sub points. We are at 80 subs, meaning that we are close to hitting 100 subs. We're only 20 subs away. Really close. We can hit that today if we're lucky enough, and if we get 20 subs at the time it takes 30k to beat Chili Mountain, which at the moment ain't looking like it would be a lot of time. But if you want to support, it would be very, very appreciated. I hope you're all enjoying the show. If you are, show your support that way. If you don't have any expendable income, I know it's really rough for a lot of people at the moment, then just follow, share this stream if you can, if you enjoy it, so that more people show up next time. I stream most of the CCL games. Sometimes I miss one or two here or there, but I always do the replays to catch up. I have a D&D game that I play on Mondays as well, and I have a show called the Heroes Global Quiz, where I quiz big Heroes personalities, players, casters, and the like on everything Heroes and Heroes Esports related. It's very silly, it's very fun. There's 2 episodes up on YouTube, so make sure you go check them out. And of course, a big thank you to this month's sponsor, Simply Nuck Gaming. They are our sponsor for this month for their People's Choice campaign. Today is the last day that you can vote on which of their systems receives the bigger Black Friday discount. It's between the Ghost Canyon, a small form factor machine with up to an i9 and 2070 graphics card, or the Vortex, a little bit bigger, and it has a room for a full-sized graphics card in it. Exclamation mark SNUC in chat. It's a Twitter poll, so you don't have to sign up or anything. You can just head in and vote, and that will show that you support the channel. They'll see more people show up, which means I've done a good job, meaning they're more likely to sponsor in the future. So if you don't have any expendable income, literally just go to that Twitter link and hit the vote on the poll, and that's all you have to do to support the channel, and it is appreciated. I do thank you very much, Simply Nuck Gaming, for the support. I do in fact DM for my wonderful players. If you have watched Heroes Esports in the past, you may recognize these names: Faye, Crowan, Kendrick Swish, and Jinxie Cat. Those are my players. They're wonderful people. It's always fun to play, and yeah, they do a fantastic job. I have a lot of time DMing for them, so it's always entertaining to see. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about some statistics. We know it's BOE is the third map here. 50% win rate for Chili Mountain. They've played it once during regular season and once during the Icebreaker tournament. The Icebreaker tournament is the one time they've been able to win a game so far. So they've been able to take a 50-50 win rate on it over 2 games. Exactly the same for 30K, who hold 50-50 though over 4 games. So they are 2-2 on it. Feels good. Indria, thank you very much as well. Very appreciated. Can you hands up? See, I felt that you had the voice of a DM, whatever that means. That's fair. That's fair. Technically, the voice of a DM could be any voice, because any character could be any voice at any time. Mysterious. Alrighty. Alright, so we're just waiting for the mainstream to get back from their tea break, because 2 games is a bit too stressful. As we will jump back in. I mean, the reason they actually have these many breaks is so they can fit more ads in, so that they can have more time to, so that they can meet the sponsor requirements. That's why they do it. A proper evil laugh. There's quite a few ways to do an evil laugh. It depends on what character you're doing. So if you have a voice like this, a more evil wizard, then you have a big burly orc who's just about to strike you down. Oh, little pup, you can't stand up to me. And then, of course, you could have the evil witch who could be preparing to cast a spell on you. Oh, my pretty, you will soon become a newt. There's so many evil laughs. There's no one evil laugh. There's just many ways you can do it. Lots of ways to do an evil laugh. We have our draft, ladies and gentlemen. Enough evil laughing. It is time for the games. Let's head in. Who should you vote for? Whichever one looks better to you, Biggins. Whichever one you think looks cooler. Both of them are great systems. Check them out. Check out the resources. And see which one you like. And if you don't want it for you, which one you think more other people would like. We're going to be seeing Battlefield of Eternity starting up with 30K. Getting first pick, first ban, meaning Chili Mountain chose the map today. Very interesting. How is my evil laugh? It's just my regular laugh. We're gonna Alright, we see Medivh coming in as the ban, unsurprisingly. With 30K getting that first pick, unsurprising that we will see the Medivh getting taken away from HANZO, evil by default. That's Evil Genius's, that's the Team Evil Genius's new hashtag. We're going to be seeing Chromie banned away with Raider. Marco is a very scary Raider player in game number 1, so removing that from the board. Very sensible, a safe choice here. Chili Mountain now. The ability to ban one more hero. What are they most scared of? I'd say it's not a great Junkrat map, so they're probably going to ban Li Ming to take it away from Tai, if I had to guess. No, they ban Imperious. Fury is now in the game, and we know Fury's Imperious is pretty scary, of course, as we mentioned earlier, thanks to Potato Girl for the info. Fury has been swapped for Masquerade here. I did not expect them to be swapping mid-series. This changes a bit, but so far, my predictions of when they are playing each tank have been accurate, except for this. So we will see. Now I will change my strategy. We'll see how my predictions go. So, Cassia immediately picked up for Tai. Great poke. Likely going to be a Lightning Fury at level 1, which will give them great race potential, poking from a distance. Immediately, Chili Mountain, they pick up HANZO and Rexar coming in here. Rexar is really rising in priority on this map, so it's quite interesting to see him popping up once again. Rexar on the board. HANZO going to be giving them the best race, of course, though, so nothing too surprising there. So now, 30K, second picks. They pick up BBJ's Brightwing, no surprise there. And they do still get the Li Ming. That's going to be going over to HANZO this time. HANZO, such a flexible player. One of the most steady hands in Heroes of the Storm history. Really has carried so many teams to great success. From Team Liquid all the way through to Washed Up, now to 30K. Looking for their first series win versus Chili Mountain. As we will see. Tai will play Li Ming, HeroesCCL, Cassia. That would not surprise me. I think you are almost certainly right, Amplified Soul. But we cannot make any assumptions until the swaps happen. We see the Yorel going in. Although, actually, we can. He's right. Amplified Soul's right. We see the Yorel getting banned away here. Very sensible. Gives a lot of disruption and can really punish a Rexar just jumping onto the Ogre half as opposed to the Bear. We see the Anub'arak banned away. Burst style would be very hard to deal with. Right Wing Cleanse, if she's caught in the stun, not going to be doing much work there. So, safer just to stay back here. The double M's, Muradin and Malfurion. That opens them up for a potential mage as we go on. Muradin, of course, with that extra healing on the trait. Gives him a lot of extra protection from Li Ming, meaning he'll be able to block quite a few hits. More enough to worry so much about taking too much damage. Now for 30k. Diablo Diva. Double D. That gives them very hard engage for Fury. And Diva for Liam. Tychus. Final pickup for Chili Mountain. The ability to try and burn through that Diablo Diva. It's a very sensible final pick. I still think 30k has won this draft. Their race is better. Their engage is better. It's safer. The team fight is probably still better. I honestly think 30k has won this draft pretty handily. Let's see, though. Can Chili Mountain take us into that game number 4, or will game number 3 be the end of their road? We'll be finding out shortly, as we're preparing to load in. Does Diva Defense Matrix remove all projectiles? No, it's not like Overwatch. Diva Defense Matrix instead lowers the damage of all heroes caught in the Defense Matrix. So not the skill shots, the heroes themselves. So if you're Kael'thas and you're standing in and you Pyroblast Diva and she Defense Matrixes the Pyroblast, it won't do anything. If you Pyroblast Brightwing over there, but Diva Defense Matrixes Kael'thas, even though he's miles away from Brightwing, the damage on Brightwing will be lessened. So that is how the Defense Matrix in Heroes of the Storm works. So, big stretch. Biggest stretch. I've got such bad shoulders. I don't take good care of them. Let's head in, ladies and gentlemen. We are heading in to game number 3. On the left, Chili Mountain, Maka, Chimera, Pog, Cpog X, Bergolt, and of course it's going to be Dark Mok in the top lane. And on the right, 30k. Fury showing up here on that Diablo. Liam, Tai, HeroesCCL, and BBJ. It's down to this. Chili Mountain to avoid going 0-9. This is their last shot to avoid that fate. 30k. Fury now in play, looking to secure a victory. If you are enjoying this show, then please consider dropping that sub, dropping that donation. I can only keep casting with the financial support of you wonderful viewers. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'm going to start putting the donation link in the YouTube link below, and I'll shout out people on Twitch stream. So support there, perhaps, if you can. I know it's half times for everybody. Shots taken back and forth. I was wrong about the Lightning Fury. We're going to be seeing instead a charge strikes Cassia. HeroesCCL going to be trying to poke in that way. Bully the backline by hitting Bergolt. It's going to be a Diabolical Shield coming in for Fury. The Soul Shield. HeroesCCL healed up by BBJ. Teleport used early because, of course, it gets cooldown reduction off minions. Might as well use it in the game. Smart play. Gonna be a slow start. Spirit Swoop coming in for... Bird of Prey going to be coming in for Rexar. Quick wave clear. Helps him against Diva quite nicely here. Bergolt survives for now. Good clear. Nothing too aggressive there. They play that safe. Not bad at all. 30k. Both teams, in fact, playing safe. Ty taking the experience while Diva's forced to back up. Of course, Rexar, very hard to lane against. He will actually out-bully you very effectively because the bear can always attack you, while that bird of prey really cleans the waves fast. Gives you a very solid fight, very solid advantage here. They begin to focus onto the siege camp. Ty has already started up top, but because no one is showing, they may realize they have to back up. Yeah, 30k, they were thinking about maybe invading, but they do back away. 2 people were used for that top siege, and that's going to force a port out of Ty. Going to be siege for siege. Ty, same build, charge strikes, a little bit of extra damage. Charge shots, sorry. Bruiser camps taken by both sides. You see Liam was down here for a bit. He had a little bit of free time because of that camp pushing up in top lane. Set himself up very nicely. And he has Rushdown. Quick wave clear. Trap is set by Chili Mountain. Scouted by HeroesCCL. Nicely done. They're just playing this safe, just avoiding anything for the moment. 30k. You see Fury was maybe looking at CPX there, but decides against it. In the meantime, BBJ is soaking up in top lane, grabbing XP as HeroesCCL is also getting some free stacks off the bear. Race right now, a little bit in favor of 30k, but you can see they're in no hurry. They're trying to soak level 7 at the moment. HeroesCCL backs up. Beargolt stays alive. Fury caught in the root here. Quick cleanse from BBJ. Look to turn around. Charge. Flip. Focus. Bear stun. Keeps Beargolt alive, who will dwarf toss out. Fury dropped low again. The turnaround play from Chili Mountain is really bullying Fury here. Halftime show. Going to be achieved by Chili Mountain, actually. Able to siege into 30k very effectively. They move in for defense. Ty starts the race, but it looks like they will lose the race unless they can stop Chili Mountain. The bear just getting free hits onto this Immortal so consistently. There's the stun onto Beargolt. Beargolt in trouble. He dwarf tosses out, though. Self-destruct buys them some time. Ty got a lot of shield off, but this race still not looking good. Fury absorbs the tit from HANZO to buy them some time. Bear gets stunned. HeroesCCL is low. He'll back away, but they're distracting. They're buying time. But Maka will be able to finish off the Immortal here. Bear went down. Good. Unstoppable. Fury able to medallion his way through to Stormbot. Prevents the kill. 0 kills in this game, but the Immortal goes to Chili Mountain. Heavy impact coming in. War Traveler, Surge of Light. Sorry, Play to the Whale, Surge of Light for Ty here on this, for HeroesCCL on this Cassia. Full Fire Stomp build coming in for Fury, maximum sustain. Quite a bit of spell power, so he does go for the Soul Shield. Very sensible. They siege their way in. Not too worried for the moment. They're just going to race down the Immortal. Good job cleaning that up. Fury keeping it sensible. It does count as half a kill, but the cast overlay only shows full kills. So it'll add up. If you see the bear die again, you will see it add up to a full kill. They move in. Big charge. Looking for the mouth. Fury and Calamity from Ty. Immediately Beargolt is like, goodbye. That's the first kill, first full kill of the game. Racing their way through. Picking up a nice little minion push. Impaler's going to be joining in with the Assault Fury. Takes a hit, but tanking through the rest. Vision acquired, heals Liam up to full again. BBJ completely fine using this phase shift for now. Just gains a lot of extra cooldown reduction when he stays near minions that died. They've got a camp pushing in, and Liam here with the Diva. He can just stay up here, and we'll get that cooldown back very quickly. Even going to polymorph the bear for good measure. It's non-stable anomalies, a little bit of percentage damage. Good avoidance there by Fury, preventing Bergolt going for the counter engage. You can see, though, that Medallion still down for another 180 seconds for Diablo. Still not going to be up for quite a while. They're going to make their way onto the Bruiser camps for both teams, getting themselves a nice little bit of lane pressure. Rexxar, of course, his level 1 does not give bonus to mercenaries. Makes it actually quite hard to clear mercenaries as Rexxar. He does have a talent that would allow him to do that, did not take it. Focus down, race begins. Big man advantage for Chili Mountain. They brought all 5. Brightwing pushing top lane. D pushing the camp bot lane. And even with the man advantage, only a 4,000 health lead. That should not be that close. Scatter Arrow gets a little hit onto Hasu. Sledgehammer. A little bit good damage onto the Immortal. It's a good start. Bergolt piling on the pressure. Continuing their scatter arrows. Bear coming back in. Camps cleared for both teams. Magic missiles and arcane orbs for Tai. Micro missiles for D.Va. They've got a lot of harass here with their level 10s. It's Odin, Blink Heal, of course. Nothing out of the ordinary for either team. Tranquility instead of Twilight Dream, the only one really worth mentioning. Although Dragon Strike, Dragon Strike not taken here. Dragon Arrow to follow up on the crowd control is also a little bit worth note because we are seeing more Dragon Strike play. They make their way forward, looking for their chance to strike. In the meantime, BBJ does BBJ things and soaks the lane. Misha does not find the stun onto Liam or Fury. They force their way forward, looking for Bergolt's big stun onto Fury, who's tacking through. Great Valkyrie! That's an easy kill on Rexxar. Nicely done. Self-destruct as 30k. Push forward. Bergolt barely survives. Odin is dropped to try and zone to buy them time, but Liam dives forward, and here comes Fury onto the backline. Medallion has to be burned by CPX. He will retreat. Root on Fury takes a lot of damage. Has he overextended? Cleanse from BBJ guarantees the Immortal going over to 30k. Top will be D pushed out. Bot lane soaked by BBJ, 30k. Continuing their global soak, they already have an almost full level lead. And now, with their Immortal coming in, they're going to try and capitalize on that even more. Rexxar has, of course, come down to bot lane. Brightwing is just there to get XP. Can leave at any moment. Micro missiles assisting with the building race. Forcing their way forward. Charge from Liam. Not enough to set anything up yet. Immortal back into melee mode now, so it will just take out the front wall. Instead, they're just going to rotate down to bot lane and try and take that out instead. Rexxar spots it with the bear. Can't do a huge amount about it. Darkmock sending the bear down to deal with Liam. Liam boosts away. Liam went for the hit the Nitros quick speed boost, as opposed to the cooldown reduction and the team speed boost. Grab themselves a globe, top themselves up. They are sustained. Immortal was, of course, cleaned up, but it took a lot of the front wall with it. Rough position for Chili Mountain right now is 30k. Keep the pressure going. They have an Impaler camp. They want to make something happen. The Triumph buys a lot of time here. Liam tries to harass Maka, force him back so the Impalers target the building, and was able to do so. Good orb. Impaler's distracted by the minion wave. How quickly can they be cleared? Sledgehammer helps deal with that one Impaler left, and it will die to the minions. But Arcane Orb still coming in. Impaler lived, actually, and that's enough. They kill off the fort. In the meantime, Rexxar solo soaking, trying to get his team to level 13, even up the talent tier. The green build for Cassia. She picks up War Traveler, speed boosts. And Brightwing, I believe, bonus healing on that tier, if I had to guess. I can never remember the colors set for that. Tychus joining in with the every Tychus build. Maka really picking this up. No surprise there. Fury backs away. Not getting caught out by Bergolt this time. And 30k keep holding on to their lead. They keep extending it a little bit. Looking good so far. Sonic Arrow sees no one is there, but they have the position to move up. They're 13 versus 13. Bronzebeard Rage now for Muradin. Fury waiting for his angle. BBJ finishes the camp. He was timing it well. That's a big push now coming into top lane. They're just buying time because that keep will be pressured. You can see why they're not fighting back. They want Chili Mountain to stay here. But when Chili Mountain leaves, it's time to step up. Fury begins to move forward. BBJ moves into the distance. They de-push bot camp. They have forced 2 people to come back here, meaning that they can try to force an engage. Orbs coming in. Big poke onto the Immortal itself. Remember, BBJ could come in any moment. Liam not too far away either. They don't get as much damage as I'm sure they would have helped with that. Do get a little bit outplayed. The clear is fast. BBJ will be able to keep pushing this up, but no cannons yet. Catapults will not be here for a while. Level 16, though. That's the delay that 30k were looking for. Critterize. We see the extra charge of the Lightning Fury. Diverting power, not too surprising. Magic missiles coming in with the Mirror Ball. Stun onto Fury. Backs away, diverting power. Keeps him safe. BBJ coming in from above. Not even going to teleport in. Might have to, though. Teleports onto Diablo. Fury gets the big heal. There's the self-destruct, but into the root. Everyone will back away. No one gets caught. Fury still a little low. Big stun. Massive medallion from Hasuobs as they look for the turnaround. Apocalypse finds very few targets other than the bearers. Hasuobs turns it round, trying to win this Immortal. Big root again from Chimera, who's keeping his team in this game, but it did not save CPX. The Tranquility not enough. Immortal goes down. The 16 tier advantage, bit too much for Chili Mountain. 30k, their delay tactics. Double mercenary push, buying them the time they needed as they make their way down to bot lane, where the Immortal will likely get them a keep. They set themselves up for the big push. Micro missiles taking down the side wall, as well as Lightning Fury, giving themselves better vision of the members of Chili Mountain, see if they can get a kill. They've got Valkyrie in 1 second, so this is why they're trying to do this. Get vision, see if they can maybe pick someone off. Misha from the side, get some vision for them. Sees that that is not a fight they want to take. They're going to Odin, though. Try and get it. There's the Valkyrie. Pulls in Rexar. It's going to try and focus down. They get it. Big kill onto Rexar, taking out Darkbox. That guarantees this keep. But the Immortal at half health. Can they get more? They're rapid round. Fury looks for the angle. Stun into Burgold. Immortal stun does not land. Maka clearing out this Immortal as fast as he can. They charge. It's onto Burgold. Great poly with the Critterize is too good. Diverting power keeps Fury alive in time for BBJ to teleport in. Shield is off the core. They're going to race down with 2 people dead. Make it 3. What a kill from Ty. That's going to be GG as Chili Mountain are able to are going down 30k. Chili Mountain down at 0-9 now. 30k take their first win of the entire season. Able to bring themselves up to a 1 and 2 here. Their final map count will be 5 and 6, which will put them ahead of Sidestep Kings. 30k moving up to 6th. Sidestep Kings moving down to 7th. And Chili Mountain will become 0 and 9 on the board. Here are the statistics at the end of the game. CPX did as much damage as he could, as did Maka, but the isolations from 30k, the great amount of patience that they showed, capitalized into a solid victory that allowed them to claim the entire series. Well played by 30k. Able to claim that through. Hasu topping the damage chart, unsurprisingly, because Cassia and Ty sieging in as best as he could with 58k. But Liam, definitely going to give MVP for that. Sieging away with the team, winning 1v1 fights, great self-destructs, and the great defense matrices. Kept Fury alive during that late game. Able to split soak, able to soak, even able to outsoak Brightwing, who was oftentimes in the solo lane. Somehow, Liam was able to keep that XP lead, but overall, a great performance from 30k. That will put them into 6th place. Good job by them. Sidestep Kings going to be quite irritated. They now have to fight their way back through. Let's talk about what games will be happening next week, ladies and gentlemen. I will be casting as many of them as I can. I might be missing 1 or 2 of the games on Saturday, but I'll still be trying to bring you as many of them as possible. So, the games that will be happening next week will be Granite Gaming versus Crowd Control. Battle of the Europeans. That will be an intense matchup. Crowd Control have a lot of respect for Granite. Granite are starting to look very strong, but Crowd Control, I think, still might be favored there. Series number 2 on the Saturday. Wild Heart Esports versus Chili Mountain. I hope Chili Mountain can scale, because they have a lot of a quote-unquote mountain to climb to be able to compete with Wild Hearts at this stage. On the Sunday, Sidestep Kings versus Oxygen. Another chance for Sidestep Kings to keep their scaling going, and another chance for Oxygen to extend their lead at the top of the table. And the final match on Sunday, 30k versus Simplicity. Honestly, that might be my favorite. That might be the one I'm looking forward to the most. That could be the most hype. It could be good. It really could be good, but it's going to be a fun match to see. Simplicity are playing well, beating out Granite. Now 30k looking to try and claim another victory to climb their way up the board a bit more. That's my pick for match of the week next week. So tune into this channel to see when that is happening. If you are enjoying the stream, please consider dropping a sub or a donation via bits or the donation link below via Streamlabs. It's all very appreciated, and I can only do this as long as people like you keep supporting and with help from companies like this. Simply Not Gaming. Your last chance right now, if you are watching this live, to vote for which of the PCs has the bigger Black Friday discounts in the People's Choice campaign. !SNUC in chat to find the details on that. It's between the Ghost Canyon, small form factor, very quiet, up to a 9.9 and a 270 graphics card. Beast of a machine, small and quiet factor, or the Vortex, slightly bigger because it has room for a full-sized graphics card. Another i9 machine, very powerful. Make sure you vote on which one receives the bigger discount. If you're watching on YouTube, then the discounts are probably already in effect, meaning that you can go over to the link in the description to have a look at the Black Friday to Cyber Monday discounts and maybe see if you can get yourself a small, powerful system for a low price. Make sure you check it out. For now, everybody, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. I'm going to start a rerun for you so that you can, people who have joined late and missed the first games can tune in and watch them. I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you for watching. I'm going to go, not rest. I'm going to go rest for a bit, but then I have my round 2 playoffs game for my NGS team coming up a little bit later. I can't remember who's casting that. I think it's Moist Weenus, so make sure you check that out if you want to see me play and see how well I can do. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a wonderful evening. If you can show support, please do. Make sure you follow so you see when I go live. I believe we have D&D tomorrow, so tune in for that as well, 7 PM British time. Thank you all very much. Have a lovely evening, and good night.